Good morning. I have a story to tell on myself that really is pretty silly. No, it's really stupid. I'll put it that way. It's really stupid. But this story might help you out. So I've got 2 jobs for you that you must do today if you live inside of a home. And once I tell you the story, you'll get it. Okay, so last night I went to visit my mom. And as we were talking, I heard a hissing sound. And it just wouldn't go away, but she didn't hear it, and I kept hearing it. When I walked past her kitchen, the hissing sound seemed to be coming from the refrigerator. And I happened to look down at the floor, and it was covered in water. Hardwood floors. Covered in water and just seeping. So I went to grab towels to try to figure out, just to see if I could stop the water. Yeah, this is a great story. Trying to stop the water and seep it all up, and it was gushing. There was water everywhere. So obviously we've got a leak in it was a freezer on the bottom. So obviously there's a leak in that hose. I got some help and we pulled it out, and the leak in the freezer, I guess the ice maker hose, it was right at a juncture, and I could put my hand on it and close it up, but it started causing other leaks. Okay. So obviously the first thing I've got to do is turn off the water, which means you got to turn off the water to the refrigerator or the freezer. You got to know where that cutoff valve is. Do you know where yours is? Obviously the first place I would look, because I do know a little about houses, is under the sink. There should be the hot, there should be the cold, there should be the cutoff to the refrigerator because it's around the corner. Not there. The next thing is, typically, you would pull the refrigerator out, and it might be behind the refrigerator wall. This is a built-in refrigerator. There's no way to pull that out without 4 burly men and a hacksaw. It's not back there. This is on the 2nd story. So the next thing I'm thinking frantically, what do I do here? Because this can't happen, and the floors are buckling already. Where's the shutoff for the whole house? Do you know where yours is? I thought I did. So I looked where I thought it was. 1 place, no. 2 place, no. 4 place, no. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm in my nightgown and bathrobe running around outside with a flashlight. I found the irrigation hose shut off. I found all kinds of things. I can't find the shutoff for the house. Okay, so the next thing is go out to the street and pull up the water main. I can't find a t-bar. Do you know where your t-bar is? Can't find it anywhere. Okay, so now it's almost 10 o'clock. We've gone through 7 to 9 towels. It's still raining. Still water's gushing everywhere. I call the nicest plumber ever, who doesn't live near me at all, to call him to say, okay, where is this thing? Do you have any idea? Give me some ideas. And we went through the checklist, and I will give you his name because he's the best ever. And he's a long way away. And this is 10 o'clock at night now, guys, on a Friday night that I'm calling him. So he suggested that I go a couple places, and I couldn't figure out on top of the water heater, there should be a cutoff. I went to look at that. I didn't see it. He thought it really must be there. So I shot pictures with my phone, thank goodness, to him, sent it to him. And he says, no, you're right, it's not there. We did this forever. I couldn't find any neighbor who answered the telephone. No one at a t-bar. That's deep into the ground, and I couldn't even reach it. Can't find my tea. Can't find my water cutoff in the house. Can't find my water cutoff outside the house. We still got water gushing. The only thing I can think to do, because nobody answers the telephone at 10 o'clock at night. And come on, guys. Surely that's not political stuff. But nobody answered the phone. This is going to flood this house. So the next thing I thought, all right, fire department has to have T-bars. They have to have them. So I'm going to call the fire department, see if I can go there, bar their T-bar, and come back. Well, I'm near the county line. In one county, which is closer, like that far away. I don't belong to them, so I can't have it. I call my county's fire department, and I said, this is not an emergency. I did not call 911. I want to come borrow a T-bar And if I have to give you a deposit, let me give you a deposit. But I need a T-bar to turn off my water main. The guy says, just a moment, let me get your information. And I said, I don't want you to come, I want the T-bar. Just a moment. Next thing I know, the fire department's here to cut off my water. I didn't want them to come. That seems crazy, but that's the next thing I know. They're here. So I'm out there with the great fire department who was here in 12 minutes. They were fabulous and surely got better things to do on a Friday night. And out there again in my bathroom talking to them, and Mike, I won't say your last name, but Mike says, I know you. I know you from the videos. That's embarrassing. So here you go. As a realtor, I should know this. I do know this, and I now know this, and I want to share it with you. Learn where your water cutoff is in the house. And if you don't know, call a plumber today, maybe Monday. Call a plumber and have him come and find your water cutoff so that you don't flood your house. It will happen, especially now that you've heard the story. Number 2, know how to find the water cutoff main at your street. Number 3, know where your T-bar is so you can do that. And that's what all of my children and probably new homeowners from me forever will be getting, is their very own gift of a T-bar. Exciting, I know. But I can tell you, here's the damage. We've got at least a 20 by 10 hardwood floors that have bucked like this today. So they're going to have to be torn out. Then when I was trying to have put fans and everything, the next thing we've got is the walls on the second below, not on the inside, but on the outside, have got drywall on the bottom, about 4 feet high and 12 feet long, where that water's come back behind the wall, and the paint looked like giant zits. It was really kind of weird. There's a lot of damage. Oh, and to the ceiling, obviously, on the first floor, below that refrigerator. And that's just within the last 12 hours. More will occur. So we have no water either, obviously, because it's all turned off. So it's been a fun Saturday. So as soon as the appliance repair people come, I am off to go buy lots and lots of T-bars, both for myself and for my kids. And I hope this helps you. If you live in a home, if you don't live outside, you need to know where your water cutoff is. As I had a science teacher who said constantly in the 3rd grade, a word to the wise is sufficient. I finally think that it's about time that I figured all this out. What about you? Hope you have a good Saturday.